Hello students, all of you are doing well, I hope so. And we have today's session science class, and it is the same continuation of the first chapter, food we eat. And the next topic would be for today is balanced diet. See, as you can see on screen, there is a picture of balanced diet. And please, can anybody recall what is a balanced diet I had taught you in earlier session? Yes, a balanced diet consists of the 5 nutrients, that is carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins and minerals, roughage and water. Now in this picture you can see very clearly that it is a balanced diet plate having vitamins, minerals, proteins, carbohydrates, fats. So here a balanced diet is nothing but you need to have all these nutrients in a balancing manner in a small quantity of all the nutrients, that is carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins and minerals, all in a small quantities in one single meal. That is known as a balanced diet. Next would be avoiding wastage of food. See now, why should we avoid wasting of food, children? Can anybody recall or recollect? Your parents might have told, your elders might have told while having any meal or when you go to any function or relative's house, you should not waste food. Why? See, we all know food is the main essential part to survival. And when you know this as a main part of our life, then you also might known or might have seen some of the people lying on roads like begging for their survival for their needy part, that is the food. So now you have to understand that around us there are certain people, certain section of the society where they cannot afford the food of single meal, be it a breakfast, lunch or dinner. A small quantity of food also they will be struggling for it to get it for the whole day. So please kindly remember that we need to give something for the society, at least by avoiding wasting of the food. Now coming to the next part of avoiding wastage of food, that is how should we do it. Now food, as I said, it is essential for our survival. You need to remember the points how to avoid wasting of the food. See, as you can see the points here in the slide, you always, be it elder or the small child, have to have on a single plate whatever required quantity you can eat. That means you need to have a small servings of the food. Next point would be, always you should try to think that the food which you are having on a plate, finish it and please do not put it in the dustbin. And the third point would be, you need to cook the small quantity according to the family members or the guests if they are coming over. Thinking or keeping that point in mind, you need to cook accordingly. Do not cook large quantity of food and please don't make that food go waste. Okay. Now next is, you need to cooked food should be kept clean manner. That is, after cooking purpose is done, you need to keep it or store it in a proper manner, that is just by placing proper lids or a plates cover the food after cooking. Next is, if at all some of the, definitely everybody's house, everybody cannot have the proper measurement of food every day. Some or the other quantity of food will remain. So you can do one thing, please keep it stored in a refrigerator. I am very sure everybody might have at home nowadays. So please keep it covered in a refrigerator. for the small quantity of foods, try to finish the food as far as possible. If at all some quantity remains, you can always keep it in the refrigerator, as the refrigerator is nothing but keeping the food for certain period or certain time under the cold temperature without spoiling the food. That is the main purpose of the refrigeration. Next, we have how to store the foods, the ways of storing the food. So here in this chapter, food we eat, today we learnt about the balanced diet, that is carbohydrates, vitamins, minerals, proteins, fats, roughage and water, all these consist of a balanced diet. Next part we learnt about avoiding wastage of food, that I told you that the needy people requires try to have minimum quantity of food and try as much as possible to avoid the food, and the ways also I told how to avoid the food. Now coming to storing, I also told in the previous avoiding wastage of food part that the small quantity, if at all it remains over, you can keep it in the refrigerator, is it not? So now in this part we will see the ways of storage, that is storing the food. First point here would be the pickling. See, there are 5 main ways of storing the food. In this chapter we will learn for the 4th grade. First is the pickling. Pickling, as the name reminds you about the pickles you might have eaten of your grandparents, grandmas or your mother's preparation, that is the lemon or the mango usually, or the mixed vegetables, any kind of pickling. See, now these can be of fruits also and vegetables also. Here pickling is nothing but you will add the oil and salt and you will mix well and keep it in a container for a certain period of time, so that the pickling procedure makes the fruits or vegetables which you have mixed for storing to a certain time or to a certain period. Second point here is drying. That is the second way of storing the food. Now what is drying? Drying is nothing but the water content in the food is just evaporated or has just gone in the atmosphere. So now drying, usually you will see the chilies we parents might have kept on terrace just for drying. Sometimes the onions and garlics also, they keep it open for the aerated place, whereas the air is just run over the food and the moisture content, the water content in the vegetables or fruits might have gone away. So this is nothing but drying. You will just keep it open and then later you might keep this in the tight containers or in a tight vessels, where again the moisture from the air or the atmosphere should not enter. That is the main purpose of drying. So you learnt about pickling, first point. Next is drying. Third main ways of storage is the canning and bottling. Now what does this term mean, canning and bottling? See, canned food you might have heard. You can see in this picture right hand side here in this slide that there are canned fish and you have jams bottles, sauce bottles. So that is nothing but the storing of again the food items in a can or in a bottle. So you will have that storage and you can keep such food items like jams and canned meat or canned fish for a longer duration than the pickling or drying. Next, fourth way is the refrigeration. This again I put points in the ways of wasting the storage session just now. So again, refrigeration is nothing but you will keep the food items at very low temperature when it comes to storing the food for a vegetables also, like the frozen peas. Yes, you'll all enjoy during the paneer masala, right? Adding the peas. So that is also kept in a refrigeration, and it is seen in the supermarkets. You will have that section where the ice creams are displayed. Yes, there only the stored canned foods or the refrigerated items are kept at a very low temperature to keep it safe or to keep it fresh. Next, the last part is again comes under refrigeration, but again it is little different. It is a very low temperature, not just a low temperature maintained section. It is called deep freezing. Now this deep freezing usually will have the non-veg items like seafood and meat, where they keep exporting these deep freezed items, and it might have kept for a duration say about 6 months or to 1 year, and they keep exporting these items of seafood and the meat, and they are kept in a very deep freezed manner at a very low temperature, and they are exported and they are kept for a longer duration. So children, I hope you all understood that what is balanced diet, how to avoid wasting of food, and what are the ways of storage of foods, that is pickling, drying, canning and bottling, refrigeration, then comes deep freezing. Next, you will have, based on these 3 topics, that is balanced diet, avoiding wastage of food, and ways of storage, the 5 ways I just spoke to you, I just explained to you just now. Based on these 3 topics, you will have the worksheets. Please read the questions carefully, and you can again go through the topics which I explained, and then you can solve these worksheets very carefully by reading, and please file the worksheets in a file, and once we are asked you to bring the file or we ask you to come over, hand over, then you can anyhow please hand over this, as it all adds to your internal assessment, and be very careful and think twice before you answer these questions in a neat manner. And any doubt for any matter, please go through these slides, or you can Google for some other extra information if you require. Here ends our chapter 1 for 4th grade science subject, Food We Eat. Children, please enjoy while reading this session, while understanding this session, and any doubts, please you can just Google it, or you can send a message through ASAP. Thank you children, enjoy yourself, and please be very safe, stay at home. Thank you.